Kanye West has performed a great service to the black community. Big things are happening and eyes are being opened for the first time in decades. Legacy stuff. Thank you also to Chance and Dr. Darrel Scott. They really get it. Lowest black and Hispanic unemployment in history. Well, Pastor Darrel Scott is with us. He's the CEO of the Urban Revitalization Coalition. I have to ask you, Pastor, first of all, welcome back to the show. It's great to see you again.
Great to see you as well. Thanks for having me.
Have you got the ear of the president? Do you talk to him a lot?
Well, he lends me his ear from time to time, I will say that. And when he does lend me his ear, I try to have something worthy of the ear of the President of the United States, but then also to temper it with something that he, as a friend of mine, we can laugh and joke about as well. He's a great guy, but from time to time he lends me his ear, and I try not to abuse the privilege and have something worthwhile to talk about with him.
I sometimes get the impression that the black community wanted special treatment from the president, special programs geared towards the African American community. But I get the impression that President Trump doesn't want that kind of special treatment. He wants to raise all boats at the same time. Is that a reasonable distinction to make?
Well, let me say this. The black community does not necessarily want special treatment as much as it wants fair and equal treatment. And President Trump, being a fair and equal president, wants to provide that treatment. And oftentimes in doing so, there are some inequities that need to be made up. There is a balance that has to be made. The Bible says a false balance is an abomination. And so there has to be a balance that we are treated equally under the law as everyone else. That's what the black community wants. We're not looking for as much special treatment as we are reparations for inequities of the past, and to have a fair shake going forward. And President Trump is going to provide that fair shake. And we have this very ambitious urban revitalization program that we're working on in conjunction with the White House. He's given us his full blessings. And it's going to try to make up for some of those inequities of the past and level that playing field so that we get just as much a fair shake as any other ethnic group in this country.
Pastor, before you go, I want you to look at this tweet. It's from Kanye West, and it really slams President Obama. Obama was in office for 8 years and nothing in Chicago changed. Your response to that, sir?
I'm in total agreement with him. In fact, no, I'll disagree in one sense. It has changed. It's gotten worse. It got worse under President Obama's watch. It would seem that since he was, his political base was Chicago, he would have paid special attention to them. But he didn't. It got worse. But there are some things that we have in a mix that, in fact, we had some dialogue with some gentlemen from there recently that we're going to try to help with the problems in Chicago as well. The president speaks of Chicago quite often in our private conversations, and he really wants to remedy the problems that exist. But no, Obama didn't do anything. He got a hood pass for the last 8 years. And a lot of people expect President Trump to do in 1 year what President Obama failed to do in 8 years. But he's going to do something. He's a very proactive president, and he has his eye on urban America, and we have some things that are going to be rolling out very, very soon. Policy has been written, executive orders have been crafted, we're dotting the I's, crossing the T's, and we're going to roll out a very ambitious urban revitalization plan that will not only benefit Chicago, but all the urban communities in America.
We want to hear it first, Pastor Scott. We want to hear it right here. We're flattered that you're on the show. Come and tell us about it.
Let me say one more thing. There's a very ambitious prison
I've got a hard break. They're killing me.
Bill that's going forward that we're trying to advance as well under Jared Kushner's direction. So we need everybody to get behind that as well.
Thanks, Pastor. We'll see you again soon.